Hey everybody, how is it going today? We're here for our release party. I'm so excited. Okay, me and my little friend, and then I have one more friend here, and that's Susie, thankfully. So Susie will be here helping in the background. Susie's part of the team. I have the rest of the team just waiting down below, and they will be coming out in a minute. But I just wanted to first talk about this release and why I am so excited about it. Susie, could I get those boxes over there? There are 5 pieces to the release, and let me share them with you just quickly so you know what I'm talking about. We have 3 giveaways to talk about in a little bit, but what's really exciting about this to me is this is a whole new collection. All right, wait, let me go and see who's here first. For heaven's sakes, I didn't say hello to people. What is wrong with me? I just want to check everything off my list. I'm sure you can understand. Hey, Laura and Karen. We got Leslie here. Tanya. Tanya's below also. She's very multi-talented. Hi, Dorothy, Charlotta, Lori. There's Sheila, Karen. Okay. The audio on Instagram is not great. I don't know. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. Hi, Glum. How's everybody doing? Hey, Brenda, 2 Brendas. Isabel, good to see you guys. All right, and I want to apologize to those on Instagram. I am not able to see your comments. So we have Amy Powers in the chat there, and she is going to be relaying things like the audio on Instagram is not great. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. But I just want to tell you that I can't see your comments on this chat. I see the Facebook and YouTube comments, so I apologize for not interacting on Instagram. Hopefully someday they'll be able to, get that together. But in the meantime, we'll just, do what we can do. All right. Hi, Leslie, Lydia, and Christy on Instagram. Oh, that's nice. It's like news updates here. Who else is here?
And Sizzix is on Insta.
And Sizzix. Hi, Sizzix. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's see if anybody has anything. Their audio problems are legendary. Oh, well. We're glad we're legendary. Okay.
Not us.
Not us, them, but, we're on it. So hopefully, if it doesn't work for you, you can hop on over to YouTube or Facebook. We are streaming on all 3 platforms together. Hey, Ann Butler. Good to see you. So what I started to say was, what I'm really excited about this collection is that every piece in it is brand new. So these were designed to work together, but as I usually design them, they also can work independently and separately. I will say that the 3, the thinlits, the stencil, and the stamps are kind of designed to work together, but you can use them for cards. You can use them for home decor pieces, for wearable art, which I happen to have on right now. This is an apron that Amy Powers made for me, and I love it. You can see it's got the little color wheel, and she used fabric.
They haven't seen these yet, so.
I know they haven't, but they're getting a taste. So anyway, let me show you. Thank you, Susie.
See the color wheel? What color wheel?
They'll see it in good time. All right. So what we have first is, this is kind of the base for everything. And you'll notice there is new packaging. Isn't it pretty? It's nice and soft. Hey, Chris Collins. So this is the Scoreboard XL. It's a big one. So you might want to get the XL cutting pads for it. It's called the Handbound Journal. And what I like about this is that, you know, for a long time, I've been designing dies that you can do quickly. They're easy to put together. And this is too, okay? We have lots of options on here, and you'll see when we kind of take a look at it and some of the designers show what they've done with it, you're going to see so many options to bind it. And I've been noticing a big trend on YouTube, all of the platforms on bookbinding. And that is where you take all of the pieces and you put them together yourself. It's a little different because we were using a lot of little books that you could find at Dollar Tree or wherever. And this, when you hand bind it, you're actually stitching the pages into the book or the signatures into the book itself and basically building the book. And it's going to be really fun to go through that. Jenny Marples has some really good tutorials that will be coming out on how to do it. And so we will be working on this book a lot. As you can see on the cover, there is a color wheel. So it will fit all of the other dies and they work together really nicely. Okay, the next one is, this is also a Biggs die. That means it's thick and you can cut it out of all different materials. This one is called Journal Hardware. And this one is really exciting to me because you can use it to make your hinges, your latches, your pen loops, you know, tabs, anything that you want. You can cut them out of mat board, chipboard, leather. Leather makes a really nice hinge because it doesn't respond like paper does when you bend it a lot of times. It's going to break down, but leather will stay nice and flexible. So I like to mix and match the materials. So that is the second one. And then we have the Thinlits die, and this is called Rainbow Wheels, and it's wheels because there are a lot of them. Where did I put my, this is what it looks like. So I have put them on this little chart so you can see exactly what comes on here and all the different sizes of the wheels that it will cut. And I'll show you some sample of this in a little bit. But yes, this is what the die looks like. So we will can get that out later and do that if we have time. I know some of us are on a time crunch because Jenny Atkinson has a TV crew coming to see her, so hopefully she can squeeze us in. But, oh, there's Sizzix. Good to see you, Sizzix. Party hats, that's what Leslie's saying. Okay, so this is the rainbow wheel. So this is a really fun one because you can actually use these to work in your journals as color wheels as a tool, you know, to help you with your color selections and all those things. So animated journal, she says it is not complicated at all. Excellent. Hi, Desi Birds. How are you? Oh, Amy, you are amazing. Thank you for passing these through. And she even has it in big font so I can see. That's Susie. She thinks of everything.
And Tiny Treasure Workshop.
Oh, Tiny Treasure. Oh, hi, Tiny Treasure. I love your project. Thank you. Okay, now the next thing we have are the layered stencil. And sorry, what is this one called? Color wheel. So this one is 2 layers because as you can see, these are right next to each other. So there are 2 pieces that make a perfect circle here, and they have 4 or 6 on each, 6 little wheels. And we'll take a look at that too in a minute. And then this is a separate piece. And so you can do that nice kind of segmented version of the color wheel. Okay. And this one has a, does that have a hole in the center? Yeah, this one has a hole in the center. So if you want to add another layer or a spinner, you can do that. Karen Ramondo, great for my 6-year-old grandson to learn his colors. Perfect. Yes, I do love the packaging too, Leslie. Very pretty. Hey, Carrie Hubers. Thanks to Dizzy Birds. Oh, good, Isabel. All right. Thank you, Glum, for linking the product. Very good. What a team. Okay, the last item that we have, this one is called Swatch Cards. This is a stamp set, and there are a lot of things in here too. These are actual, this one here works with the die. Yeah, we have it. Yeah, I don't know if this is easier to see maybe, but we have this little mini color wheel, which is kind of fun to just do a little swatch on. This is a nice swatch card also, and I have a couple projects to show you with that. You can put them in. Some people are using them for decoration inside their book just for fun, and it just like a background kind of. You could stamp words in here. And then there's this fun little paintbrush. Sorry, I cannot figure out which side is which. And then there are a bunch of words, and they have things like, paint the town red, caught red-handed, friends forever, golden opportunity, yeah. Feeling blue, tickled pink, all kinds of words associated with colors. So these are really fun for your cards or journals or anything. All right. In fact, I made a card the other day for a friend of mine. They also work with the tools that you have, your Sizzix tools. So this one I use a lot with my stencil and stamp tool. And if we have time, we could go through that. But don't worry, we do videos 2 times a week. I will be traveling this month, so there'll be more videos than lives. But I will be sharing more ideas for using all of these products in the days to come. I do lives on Tuesday and Thursdays, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern and Thursdays at 4. Okay, so I hope that you would join us for some of those if you like the looks of these, okay? It would be fun to cut slots and weave ribbon for cards on the vertical Stamp and Storage. She is always got a plan, that Leslie. All right, now I want to tell you about our giveaways, okay? Typically we do giveaway. Now this time we are doing an Instagram hop, and it might sound confusing, but it really isn't. In fact, a lot of you are probably already following me on Instagram, but we're asking that you follow the whole team. So what you're going to do is I'm going to do a post. You're going to see a post somewhere that has the graphic from the release party. Okay. So you would just follow the 2 names that are on it. One will be me and one will be one of the design team. So just go to their page and follow them. That's all you have to do. And then the other thing is we would ask that you would subscribe to the newsletter. And in order to do that, you have to go to my Instagram site and go up to the top. It'll say link in profile. So if you go to my profile, it's going to say join my newsletter. So you just click on it. It brings you to the newsletter. So we're trying to get the word out about all these dies. And I have to say my team works so hard on all of these projects and sharing it. And, I know that, you probably don't know how much work it is, but I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of work for them. And so I would love for you to follow all of these talented designers because they do such amazing projects and share so much with us. So thank you to my team. All right. So let's talk about, so here is what you have to do. Okay. Now we can't say it's for a prize on Instagram because they don't like it, but for good things to come your way, follow me plus team on Instagram. Like this post, leave a comment, and follow on the other participants, and then sign up for the newsletter. I just told you how. Okay, it's not that much. And you might get this whole collection. Just saying.
As a good thing, not a prize.
As a good thing, not a prize. That's right. Okay, it's easier on Facebook and Instagram or YouTube. So what we would like you to do if you're watching this video is to leave a comment below this video saying what your favorite new product from this release is, and bonus, tell us what you would make with it. We would love to hear. Okay, that would be great. So somebody remind me. I'm going to post this again as we get into it, but for now, that is all I want to say. All right. So we hope that you will. And if if you happen to get these dies and you come up with some really cool thing that you want to make, please share it with us. Okay. We
please
all want to know,
because everybody
inquiring
wants
minds.
to use them all the ways we can.
That's right, because you want to get your value for them. The prices are probably only going to go up, guys. So get them now while you can. I honestly don't know how easy it will be. I do have a bundle on my Etsy shop, but I would encourage you also to go to your local retailer and and help them out and buy from them. If they don't have it, you can ask them to order. Okay. So what else? Also, I want to say hi to the replay viewers, because I know most of you are going to be watching on replay. So thanks for watching, and take part in it and leave your comments whenever. Okay. Big Mama says hi, and she can't wait to see. Hi, Big Mama. Tiny Treasures love hops. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Good, Tiny Treasures. Hop on in and be part of the show here. Okay, what else? I think we're on track here. And one thing I may not have said, or maybe I did, but a lot of these things you can use with your other dies too that you already have, like especially the journal hardware. You could even add them on after, and you can mix and match your materials because they're Biggs dies. That means they're thick, and a lot of them have like holes already punched in them. You don't have to measure anything. You just cut it out and boom, put it on your project and go to town. Okay. Okay, I think. And the other thing I want to say is everybody can be an artist. We have all these cool tools that we can just use and make it look like we know what we're doing. I mean, you got to love that, you know?
It's amazing.
Yeah. So
I feel so accomplished when something I make turns out the way it looks in my head.
I know, that's a miracle, but it happens. But even if a color wheel, it's a tool, yes, and you can use it how you want for your artwork and mixing and finding complementary colors and all those things. But also, if you just like to have like a lot of colors, ombre, you could put them in there. You could do rainbow colors. You can do shades of things, or anything you want. You could put little stamps in. Wow, Dizzy Bird sold out. The FOMO is real. All right. Go Dizzy Birds. I know that Country View Crafts also has them. So, go to your retailers, your online, or your, whoever you small business you would like to go to and see if you can get them. Okay. Get them soon. Scrapping in the city. Okay. Oh, where did I see that? Oh, all right. I got the wrong thing. And I'm missing my comments. Oh, there's Crafts and Designs by Nima. You're getting into creating your own watercolor journal. Oh, that would be perfect. Okay, Linda already comment. Well, just leave a comment, Linda, and say that. Okay, and thank you for already have done it. You're gonna make a new journal. Oh yes, run, don't walk, crafters. Okay, and then if you win, you have to make it and tag us. Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Good. All right. Sure will, Sizzix. All right. Kaylin's puppies are doing well. That's good to hear. All right. We're gonna get into the designers. Karen Ramondo, she is hooked. Good. Yes. Join our Facebook group too. It's called the Eileen Hall Fan Club. Wait a minute. I might have a little banner here. It even has it on there. So come on over. We would love to see you. Oh, here's my whole thing here. Wait a minute. What is this one? Yeah, there's the Facebook Lives. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can't watch again on Instagram, but you can on YouTube. I would go to YouTube. The Facebook Lives are going away, sadly. Here is my YouTube channel. And you can go over to Sizzix and check out the hub. And what is that one?
Join
the fan club. There you go. So, and remember to answer the questions because we do ask for that. Okay. What what else? Oh, here's the newsletter. So also that is where we put any sales that we have, or kind of every week we send it out, usually on Tuesday, and it will give you links for the upcoming shows and any news that are things that are going on. We've got BellaCon is going on in a couple weeks. I'm headed off to H&H, which is a fiber show. So there's lots going on, and I'll be doing lives wherever I can. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the good stuff. I want to bring in my team, and I'll put the screen up so everybody get ready. All right. There we are. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right. Hi, team. All right. So we decided that we are going to go, we're going to go with our UK folks first, because it's 5 o'clock there and they need to have their dinner. So let's, wait, let me get my comments over here. So let's go. Sarah Lizzy, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah. All right. Wait, let me find you down here. Sarah Lizzy, here she is. All right. I'm going to put you full screen. So you've got the floor, Sarah Lizzy.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're okay. So I've got 3 projects to show you. So I'll start with the greetings cards.
Oh.
So I stay in the background with like a tea bag, and then I worked some ink, you know, with the stamps the background a little bit. Oh, and then I've used the colour wheel and just penciled in the colours, which took quite a while, but it looks okay. Yeah. Then I used the stamps there, just did like little swatch cards.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah,
darling.
And then some of the like the inserts from the, you know, the colour wheel, I just coloured in and put like in there.
Cool.
So that's like just a greetings card.
That's beautiful. It does take a while to fill in the ink.
It does, yeah.
It is therapeutic.
Yeah, okay.
Then yourself.
So this is the journal, which I absolutely love. I love the scalloped edges. So I added the colour wheel and the art therapy in progress. And then inside, and I use the Sizzix cork on the cover, which is like nice and soft. So it's give it a nice soft finish.
Oh, yeah.
And then I use the rainbow wheels die and just put like a little swatch
with the spinner arrow and everything.
It's cute.
Yeah. And then I created 3 notebooks. So in there is like a swatch book.
Oh, love it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And then I just stamped out a few
cute
in there. And then we've got another book. So you can like do some drawing or whatever in it. And then there's another book as well. So there's 3 little books in that one.
Beautiful.
So I kept the theme going with the cork as well throughout the book.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
And how did you do your binding on that, Sarah Lizzy?
I sort of just
went around the edges.
Them. Yeah, just attached them with some
is it elastic or cord or
no, it is. I'm trying to think what it is now. Those like silk threads. Silk threads. I think. Yeah.
I like the color.
Yeah. And then the last one are these rainbow earrings.
I love those.
So I just
they're
layered those up over each other, like evenly spacing them out.
Yes. So did you glue them together, or do they just hang like that? You glued them?
Yeah, I glued them together. Yeah.
Yeah. And is that paper?
It's the Sizzix cardstock. Yeah, so it's a thick card. Yeah.
I thought I recognized those colors.
Yeah.
You have the one side of you is cool colors, the other side is warm.
They are so pretty.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, is that on a greeting card, or is that just like the packaging?
No, I just made like a backing card just to go with it and put a little one of your stamps on.
But you could make that a card front and also give them as a gift. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
So pretty. Cool. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think your favorite one is? Because I'm nosy.
Out of the 3 that I've made.
Well, I mean, which die do you like?
Out of the out the dies. I get you. Probably the color wheel. Sorry, I'm half asleep.
It's fun. It's just fun.
I know. Yeah, even though it takes a long time.
Yeah, but it's worth it though because it looks really good when it's done, when it's made up.
It does. It really is very dramatic, I think.
Yeah, and then probably the next favorite is stamps. I like them all. Really, it's hard to choose.
Oh, good. You're so diplomatic.
I really enjoyed working with this release.
Well, thank you, Sarah Lizzy. They're beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for sharing. Tell your mom I said hi, okay?
I will do. She's watching.
So. Oh, okay. Hi, Jane.
And the chickens.
Yeah, and the chickens.
Give them all hugs.
Yeah.
Well,
we will.
You like that. Maybe Sarah Lizzy's do. But...
From her.
Yeah, from her. Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you too.
All right. So let's see. We'll bring in Jenny. Jenny, are you good?
Jenny Marples.
Jenny Marples. Yeah?
Yeah.
Gave me the thumbs up. There she is. Okay.
And we have a hi from Germany.
Sandy Scrap says hi from Germany. Okay. All right. Here's Jenny Marples.
Just letting you know, because I'm not sure if you can see. Jenny Atkinson is here, but I think she's got shut out in the back room. So
you might
go and find her again.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Well, wait
there
a minute.
She is.
Sorry, Jenny. She had to go meet her TV crew. Excuse me.
So Eileen, you've got my name sample, haven't you?
Yes, I do. They're amazing.
So you're gonna show the big journal that I did, aren't you?
Yes.
Let
me wait.
We have to put our hands on them.
Well, I have it. I'm trying to get to my camera that can go down and see how I can do this. Hang on. Should have thought of that. All right. So I'm afraid.
We're gonna have to kick somebody.
No, I'm gonna go like this. So Jenny, nope, I don't want that one. Wait a minute. This one right here. Okay.
I was being distracting.
I see that. Thank you. All right. Wait, let me put my light on too here. Okay. All right. All right. We got it, Jenny. And I can only show one thing at a time, but we'll hear your voice, okay?
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So this I'll explain the binding, but basically it's a Japanese stab stitch is what it's called, the binding on the side. Yes. But I'll explain a bit more because it's quite difficult to see with the black. But the papers are Stamperia Oriental Garden, so they've been around for forever. They were sat in my stash and I thought I need to use them. So you can see I've not just on the front, basically I've just used the main journal die and the Biggs hardware die. And then the others are thinlets. So if you see the hardware die layers over the plaque that's in the journal die beautifully. Oh, yeah. Don't know whether you knew that, but it does.
I kind of did at the moment, but I forgot. But it looks really good.
For people who don't realise, Eileen designed so long in advance that obviously,
That's
and then
I've
used painterly blooms, just cut those out. Oh, hello, hand. I've cut the painterly blooms out just because it went with the whole thing as well.
Yes, so they're very pretty.
That's all the way through.
Yeah, so they do. They really kind of blend in very pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use the paper as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, carrying on.
Should I open? Yes.
Yeah.
See how it lays flat. We love that.
Yes, it does.
So that's the thing with this particular binding, it opens flat rather than kind of being, so you get the whole experience, as it were. So these are just pockets, but then the fun one, this is so this is your large envelope, and there's a pocket. And you notice, obviously, I've used the arrow as the closure on the envelope there. So that's from the hardware set. So that's there. And the little hearts, I'll tell you where the little hearts come from.
Oh,
yeah. I'll mention the little hearts when we get to the back.
Okay.
So then just more tags, and that's your corner pockets.
Oh, yeah.
So just simple corner tags with the pockets.
I know. Really, how that blends is so pretty.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at
and
this.
This, they are pockets. You can slip things inside them. And yeah, obviously I've used the hardware die, but when you do the hardware die, the hearts pop out of those hinges. So that's where you get the little black hearts from. And then, and then the pages themselves, all I did was I cut shorter versions of the page and bumped it across so I could cut out the matching scallops.
That outline is really sharp. Really pretty. And these two, it looks like wrought iron almost.
Well, I think that is, you're going to ask me which is my favorite die. I think that is it.
Oh, really? The hardware?
I love the hardware.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, belly bands, just simple. So, just with more tags in.
Very pretty.
This, that's waterfall, but do you notice I've used the hinges there, the handles come from the hardware set. So you can actually pull them up. And if you bunch them together slightly, they give a shape to them.
Yeah, very clever.
Really cool.
I love that.
Yes.
And again, the hearts on there. And then I think the back is just simple. And then you'll see, there's your
that's pretty.
Lock. I adore that one. I'm looking at that.
Like very vintagey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to emboss it. I want to make it rusty. I want to do so many things.
That would be fun.
Yeah, and just have a journal that looks like an old door with that on it. So
yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but she'll make it happen. Make it amazing. Yes.
I'm not racing around to the most of the US, so that's Japanese stab stitch binding. Did you want to flip back to me?
Yes. Let me find you and put you in the and there we go. All right.
Okay. So I can't so this is another journal that I've done, and you can see there's that stab stitch binding. And for this one, which I can't show you the inside of because it's a project that goes live on Paper Artsy in a week's time. So I can't show you the inside. But what I can tell you is that I've done a video to show you exactly how I did this and how I stitched it. And I actually stitch it on the video. Eileen's got a link to that, which I've resent. So she can pop that on Insta, but I'll also put the video on in the fan club as well. So that everybody can watch and get the hang of, because it's probably one of the easiest ways of binding. And it just then adds that kind of that hinge that you can keep things flat. It's actually based on a proper that's a proper Japanese stab book. Cool. That one there, and you can see everything lays flat. Now because it lays flat and I like thick pages, what I've done, I've showed you, is I put strips the size of the hinge of offcuts of mat board. So I cut the strips and I actually attach them to the pages so that I've already built in expanded dividers. So it's expanded the width between the pages, so you can kind of then go to town and add your layers. Because I know people, Pam and Maggie and Elizabeth, and a lot of the designers like to add stuff. Jenny as well likes to add stuff to their pages, and if they're just lying flat, you can't. So you mentioned Coptic stitching, and with any luck, you're going to show at some point, Eileen, your own journal, because you've done it beautifully, the Coptic stitching on there. And I'm going to do a video with this one. Cool. Which again I can't yet show you just because it's not yet built, but I'm in the process of doing a video that will happen tomorrow morning to show. And now that's going to be more long-winded because Coptic stitching isn't quick, but this is I've built a watercolor book because I have a set of watercolor paints and I still haven't used them and I want to. And basically I've created, so you can see there the page, and then on the other side will be the blank page where I'll use the colors that I've put in the
yes. Oh,
and
yeah.
make notes about it, because I want to sample them all, swatch them all, but also create a page with them as well. So I can see it's all very well having color charts, which is beautiful, but it's nice to actually use them as well, so then I can refer back to it. So yeah, I think that's it from me.
Okay, well,
but
thank you.
Will be going live and will get shared.
Okay, Dizzy Bird says that Jenny is a clever lady. Ritzy Parties and Delia Ritzy Parties, Delia Dabber and Sandy Scrub say it's such a pretty book and beautiful binding. All right, very good. All right, let's see. All right, Jenny Atkinson, are you ready? Thumbs up, yeah. Okay. Yes, she's good. All right, Jenny Marples, thank you. On to Jenny Atkinson.
Hi.
Hi.
Excuse me.
How's
they're not in yet.
Oh, they're not here yet? Okay.
That's fine. Terry's home now, so he can sort it out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, can we say that your house is on Shetland? Can we say that?
Well, yes, we've been on 2 series.
Island.
Yeah, it's the program, the crime drama Shetland. Yeah.
Yes.
We've been in 2 series already, but they're putting us into 3rd as well. Yeah.
It's excellent. You guys should watch it.
It's only the outside of the house. The inside is one in Glasgow. So.
All right. Well, yeah, but that's still cool. All right. So what do you have today?
Well, I wasn't too sure what to do because my head was just buzzing with ideas, and I just didn't know where to start. And but these, I cut bits and pieces, and this bit was sitting on the table, and I was wanting to do some knitting, and I quite like to wrap my ideas for colours around each other. So I thought, oh, that's a good idea. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, perhaps I'll make a knitting book then. So I've made a knitting swatch book. So this is the cover.
Oh, look at that.
So I've used a colour wheel and bits and pieces.
Wow.
And I've just stitched my books inside, but I did use the holes on the front here to put some ribbon on. Good idea. Yeah. And so I made 3 individual books. So but what I've done is I've used some really good quality watercolor paper. So it's nice and thick.
Sturdy.
Yeah, so I had the three books in. So I've made some swatch cards to go in.
Here. Under the belly band. Yeah. And I'm sorry, did you say the books are stitched in?
Yes. So they're under this bit here.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just had these sort of ready just for you'll see what I'm going to do with them later. So so I just experimented with bits and pieces of the dies, just sort of like
that's cool. Yeah.
And then I took each book and I made flaps, and so everything's all ready. The idea is that I filled out one. So
oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Cute.
Yes.
Oh,
so
that's
this is the hat I was knitting.
I was gonna say, where's the hat? Every time I look at you, you have another hat or a shawl or some award-winning thing here. I know.
Well, this is the Shetland Wool Week hat design, and which I was part of doing. So this is one I've made for myself to go with my coat.
Wow.
So they're the colours. I've got them on the swatch card, and then I've got them all labelled up on the swatch card, and then inside I've written my notes, what needles I used, and the wool that I used. So the whole idea is that I'll use that from now on to keep a track of everything that I do.
In case later on you want to make a matching sweater.
That, or I just love the idea, like, where did I get it? Because, you know, I pick stuff up all over the place. It's like, I don't remember where I got it, how much it was, where, you know, that's a great, I love how you have that little fold coming and all of the yarn looks so pretty.
That little
tassels.
You know,
like little tassels. Like,
it's, I think if you, I mean, it's just painting with wool. I mean, it's just putting colors together. So that was the wool week hat. That was the colors they were.
I thought that.
But that's more me. Is the more sort of.
That's so pretty.
Yeah. So I've just got everything ready. You know, just I've printed off cards and things like that. I mean, I haven't done as much as I wanted to because I've been that involved.
Well, so, you know, she's a TV star, and I love that idea. Yeah, and you know, you could. I mean, I could see how you'd want to like tuck one of those little wound sampler type thing like in the book, but you could also like punch a hole at the end and put them on
they could just be tags hanging in.
Yes, they could be that too. Yeah. Oh, I love that idea.
So I've done I've got a YouTube tutorial for putting the book together. So just that idea. So that will go out next week. Yeah.
Great.
On Instagram, Delia says the cover is beautiful, and Sandy Scrap says you are a lady of many talents.
Well, that's true.
Oh, thank you. My spinning wheel is sitting here. I could do with a spinning book as well, but it wouldn't be as colourful.
Yes. Oh man. All right. Next year we'll get onto that.
But thank you, Eileen. It's a super release. I mean, I haven't really started playing with any of it yet, really.
Yeah.
It's just,
well, we have time.
Yeah.
Where is Isabel's comment? I thought that was neat. She says, it's wonderful how the Eileen team can take the same collection and have so many different ideas. It's true. And also, we know you guys have ideas too. So we hope that you will share them in the group or wherever on Instagram, and you know, keep letting us know, because that inspires us too. So Jenny, that is just amazing, and I can't wait to see what else you come up with when you have a minute. That's I mean, that would take me hours, what you already did. So
it'll be a very useful book instead of having things sort of laying around all over the place. It'd be nice.
Well, really, I mean, if it can be pretty and useful, that's to me, that's like the best outcome. So
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Jenny. Anything else? Are you?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. I thought you were going to say something else. Well, thanks for squeezing us in, and get back to your TV camera.
Yeah, good luck with the camera crew.
No, it's just that the team come to sort of, they got new producers, so the team needs to come and see the house again. So yeah. Well, there's no cameras rolling at the moment. That'll be June.
All right. Well, that's because, you know, they could come up and film you. That would be fine, and we could be on TV. Anyway, all right. I'm going to head over to Elizabeth's. There she is. Hello, Elizabeth Robinson. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Beach
What's
chair.
happening? Sorry?
Beach chair.
Yeah.
Lucky lady.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the beach. It's just, you know.
It looks like you. You look very chic. So.
Oh, thank you. That's my favorite kimono.
Yeah, that looks cool and comfy. Yeah.
So I started and I did a Japanese stab stitch.
Pretty.
Journal.
Look at those colors too.
I know.
I did it ever so slightly different. Now Jenny put the I'll show you. I've actually got some here, ready pages. I cut the pages out using the die, so they've got the holes in it. And then what I did was I cut extra spines out using the mat board, and then I glued them on, so it leaves a little bit of an overlap here.
Okay.
So I trimmed that overlap off.
Okay.
So that was how I created my pages. So it meant I had to trim the cover down ever so slightly as well.
Okay.
But it was a cheats way of getting all the little strips that would line up all the same size for going inside. So I've used the journal and I've used the colour wheel dies and the stamps in this one. Sorry, I put my fingers over the top, but I can never get it in the right place.
Yeah, and I liked how you replaced some of the elements in there, but not all of them.
Right.
The color.
Have you a patterned paper behind?
Cool.
Because I wanted to show that you don't have to just do it in a traditional way of using a plain block of colour.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
I mean, you could create your own watercolour background and have that, you know, die cut back as the background. Or you could even have a floral. You could have whatever you want on there and then have something plain over the top to kind of frame it.
Yeah.
So we've got a sentiment at the bottom and the paintbrushes are on there. And then I've got floral butterflies at the back as well. So in this one, it's a very thick watercolour card as you go in. And basically all these pages are the same in here. So I've stamped on one side the swatch card, and then I've got the detail plates at the bottom, and then the opposite page is just plain, ready for painting on and drawing on. So that is literally the same all the way through.
Cool.
That's ready to go.
Oh yeah, that's so neat.
So
I
now
love it.
The first one, sorry.
No, I said I love it. It's great.
Now the first journal I did, I cut out of mat board, and I've done it in a traditional way of bringing the spine round the front onto the outside. So decorated the front again with the stamps and the colour wheel. But the spine, before I put anything inside, I've just woven, what do you call it? Twine. Twine. Nothing fancy, just bog standard pound shop, or probably £2 by now. Twine inside. And that would work beautifully if you were to use, I don't know, maybe a couple of strands of embroidery floss and beads and things on the spine. Yeah. And what I did on the inside, I used it's here. I've used this.
Oh yeah, the bookbinding.
I've used bookbinding plates to create the inside, so that when you go in, you're met with a small wheel, and then you've got the plates with stamping on. Beautiful. Sorry, I can never get these to go the way I want.
I know.
And then it's a mixture of stamping and detail in there, and then die cutting.
Beautiful.
So some of the wheels
pretty.
I tried to do pretty colours to tie it all together. Some of them are Inktense pencils, but I did actually get the good paints out.
Oh, they're so pretty.
The sminky paints. And I've layered them in different ways as well.
Oh. You can't have enough of them. They're beautiful.
No, it's really, really good fun. I was going to leave more pages clear. You see, I've added a die cut onto that one as well, even though I'd stamped it and coloured it. I've got a little box here with all the odds and sods. And I just thought, no, I'm going to use it on there. And things like the arrows, just adding the arrows onto a page.
It's so cute.
Different colours, just tied together.
I love it.
Pages together. So then the next one, I haven't finished it. I didn't get that far, but and what I've done is I've cut my spine's cut out, ready to go.
Okay. And
my covers are cut out. I've got to cut the spine out. I'm going to cut the spine in gold. Let's see if I can get
wow.
This is the Japanese paper.
It's beautiful.
It's so
I can't
pretty.
remember the name of the shop. Jenny will know it. I told Jenny about it a couple of years ago. It's down in London. And then the inside is
yes.
Wow.
So I'm going to have a gold spine, and then I'm going to have gold hardware, because I haven't used the hardware die just yet.
Oh,
so all my other little bits and pieces I keep together in, it's just a little plastic box.
Yep. Yeah.
Mushrooms came in and I thought, box, take that.
Yeah. Well, no, it's good to, I keep all the stuff left over too, because You might as well cut a whole page or whatever, and then, you know, you'll find a use.
Yeah.
So
they'll get added in somewhere. And I was going to cover the holes in the pages, and then I decided, no, I quite like the look of it. So I didn't do anything with them. I'd even cut strips of paper ready for going over them.
You just folded them over?
No, she just liked them.
Whether I want to hide the holes or not. So
can't
make my mind up, so I didn't do it. You can always have them on later. So.
I love it. Is that Katie Pertite's new paper?
It is. That's the first collection. That's
it's so pretty.
I bought the 12 by 12 paper pack as soon as I could, as soon as it was released.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And the laser cuts to use purely on your stuff. And then they invited me onto the team, didn't they? So
yeah, that was good. Well, you know, I mean, it works out. You need paper in a book, you know.
Yeah, I love Katie's artwork as well.
Oh yeah, she's
incredible.
Amazing.
Her artwork's incredible.
Yeah, does. Well, those are just amazing. So pretty.
Thank you, everybody. Catch up with I'm not able to read the comments. Got my contact lenses in, can't see.
You know, they all kind of coordinate too. It's funny how when you like colors, you just kind of gravitate towards this harmony, you know, the same kind of things. I do anyway. I really have to switch.
The last few things I've made for you are all here, and they're all kind of much of, you know, they're all from the same collection. So they're all
they're just together. Pretty. I get it. I do the same thing. Well, thank you. Anything else? Do you have a favorite one? Or?
Oh, it's like asking me which dog I prefer best. You can't answer that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't used the stencils or the hardware yet. They're going to go into this next journal. I absolutely, I don't know. I love this set. I love the journal. I love the stamps. I just think it's such a usable collection.
Well,
and it's great if somebody's doing classes.
Yeah.
You know, it's an absolutely brilliant collection for doing a class.
Well, I think it would be, if you got one, you would want the other one because they do work together, you know.
Yeah, they all coordinate together. And they do, like you said, I mean, they all add on, the dies all add on to each other. I mean, the hardware will go with absolutely anything you've got. Yeah. Not just your designs, other designs, Sizzix designers as well.
Yeah, with anybody's,
Great add-on. And the stencils will just go with anything. I can see this being used on fabric. I mean, your apron's fabulous for Amy.
Yes, I love it.
That is absolutely stunning. But no, I mean, the whole collection is brilliant.
Well, thank you. And thanks for making them look so brilliant. They're crazy. I love it. All right. Well, I think let's see. We've got all our UK folks. So Pammy Joe, can I go to you?
May I unmute myself?
Pam?
Yes.
All right. There she is, Pam Bray, coming from Tennessee.
Everybody. From Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start with my cards because I've got 5 projects.
Of course you do.
Of course I
Pam is the most prolific creator.
My two cards I made is from paper from scrapbook.com. It's called Flower. Let's see, A Market Bloom. Can you see it?
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah.
And so this is the stencil here. And when I did it, I just masked off the triangles, did the oranges, and then remasked it, did the blues. So it was really easy to put together. And then the stamps say BFF. Eileen's stamp set. And then here's the hardware right here.
Cute.
And then down here is from the same paper, and I just stamped on it. And then one of your flowers that I added to it, and added a little brad to the arrow. I love these arrows. They're so, I think I used them on about everything. Wow. But, and I have no favorites because I love it all.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take that.
So my next card, I kind of tried to think out. Let me get my thing here. Try to think a little bit outside the box. Okay. This is my lemon card.
Look at that.
I love it.
I made fruit out of my lemons. I'm going to do some oranges and limes in the future. Same paper collection. The hardware, the hearts that are out of the hardware.
Oh, yeah. So pretty.
The stamp is here and here. Of course, this is the hardware, all these pieces are. And then I just cut the wheels out of pattern paper, layered them on top of another pattern paper that was in the kit, and then put it on white cardstock. No,
and
yellow
just cut off little pieces. Cut
off little pieces to make them look like oranges.
Cute. Like a slice.
Cute.
So easy. I think this would be great for like our fruity drinks, Susie.
That's what I was thinking. You guys
doing our layouts, I think the fruit would be just a really great add-on to especially scrapbook layouts because they're so big and prominent on a layout. So
that would be very cool.
So that's my 2 cards I created. And so then I went to first thing as soon as I seen it, I always say the product has to speak to me for me to make something. I try to think way out of the box like everybody else does. Yes. So I seen a lot of swatch journals out there, but I only used chipboard to make mine. So the chipboard is 3.5 by 6.5, and I cut 2 pieces of them out.
Okay.
And then I stamped. Let me go back. The rest of my projects are made out of the 49 and Market Wanderlust Explorer collection.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So everything is stamped on their papers.
Wow.
And cut out.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So the coloring is done with Copic markers because I love Copics.
Pretty, yeah.
And then the stamps are, like I said, is all done on their papers and added to the front.
Pretty. Oh, that's
the arrows, love the arrows. Just love the arrows. This book focuses around the art stamp. What is it called? The
swatch.
Oh,
the swatch card stamp set.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's basically focusing on that. The bind here is cut from your hand-bound book.
Oh, yeah.
And then cut down to fit the page.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So to that 3.5 inches.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then glue it together. So then on the inside on my swatch book, I cut 12 of the Wanderlust Explorer papers and folded them in half and then cut them down to, I want to say 6.25 inches, but they're folded in half. Then I stamped using the Sizzix stamp press and did all my stamping on watercolor paper. So all the pages are the same.
Yeah.
And then on the back side, you'll be able to add photographs or whatever you like.
Yeah.
But there's 24 pages in here.
Oh, wow. That is adorable.
Cute.
That's a great size for like travel or.
It is. You can, you can color in it, paint in it, whatever, what a swatch looks like. This is my idea. When I seen the stamps, I thought, I'm going to make an art swatch book. So
yeah, I love that.
I thought it turned out pretty cute.
It is adorable. Those colors are very soothing.
I just love, this Wanderlust. It just went perfectly with everything. The paintbrush, amazing, just amazing. And like I said, everything is just cut out of the paper and layered together. So simple, easy to do. Markers colored the paint tray. So it went together really, really quickly, believe it or not. And then I bound it. Well, I put the hardware on here. But how I bound it, and I have a YouTube video on it today, but I used red line tape to hold the pages together, and then I glued them and clamped them till it was set. And then when I put it into the book, I just used, I opened the red line tape, took the red line off of it, and then put glue down on that bind and set it down in there, and pinched it together till it adhered itself. So it's how the bind is done on this one. So very easy to do, just really easy to do.
Very cool.
So I have it upside down. Love this little label thing here.
Yeah. Well, good. I love that.
So my next project is also done with the hardbound book and the Wonderlust collection. And I try to use about all the elements I could, the stamps, the hardware, the dials, the just die cutting the label. But I took the book and I made a box out of it.
Yes. Okay.
Using the binds on the bottom.
Cute.
And then I always like to take jute, small jute, and run around my projects to give that finished look.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look so open, and it also holds the chipboard better.
Right.
Is my little thing.
Cute.
And then all the little die cuts here, I put glossy accent on it because I like that little pop on it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The labels here on the side is from your label. I'm trying to do the right names. Journal hardware. Yes, is on here. So
cute.
And then did a little twine bow. But I wanted to share with you. Let me go back to one of the cards. See if it's this card. So this is my little box that I made. So cute.
It is.
And then I used 49 and Market little flowers here on the it.
Pretty.
Yeah. So, but did some stamping and stuff.
Cards. You know,
it is
cards in there.
Right. And to hold these little your cards, your art journal. Just
right.
So everybody uses twine and stuff. Well, I can even show you on the box here. See the thread? This is just regular sewing thread right here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
You can wad up and shove underneath your flowers and stuff, and it gives it just a little more
artistic
dimension. Yeah.
You see how artistic.
Yeah. You like that artist word? Just shove it up underneath there. But it just gives you a little more dimension to your projects. Just some regular sewing thread.
No, I love that. It's just like a little extra. Yes,
that little extra. And then my last project is using the handbound journal and the Eileen, I just asked you about this too, the crescent mat board that we were sent a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a burlap. Yeah.
With the burlap, beautiful mat board. And I think it's still available out there. So, and then I just die cut just different elements, added stars from the product, the labels. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Added one of the labels.
So you found that, is that
like with elastic?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a travel notebook with elastic.
Cool.
So here's and I used pre-made journals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at
that's the cover one. And this, like I said, this is all the Wonderlust Explorer collection from 49 and Market.
Oh.
And then, like I said, these are pre-made journals you can get on Amazon. That's where I got mine. But I like to decorate the front covers and did some stamping on me.
So pretty.
From your stamp set. The stamp set's amazing. I love all the little sentiments.
Oh.
Just as that nice little fill in.
Yeah.
And then this page.
Cute. I love how you can match the colors, that you can just match the colors what the paper is.
That's what I've seen in the team's work so far, is how they match the color palettes to to their paper or their designs that they're working with. Yeah. So, but that's my offering for today.
Oh, I love it. Yay. We're applauding you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Right. So,
All right.
She doesn't have a favorite. We already determined she loves it all.
She likes it all.
I love it all. This is just one of the this is just a fabulous, fabulous collection. Eileen, bravo to you. Bravo, Sizzix. I think you're going to be amazing how well this collection does.
Well, you know, it's all, that's the thing, that I only have a couple ideas. You guys take it how you see it. And that's how
I've been writing little notes here.
I know. Well, it is one of those ones where you just like, you know, keep getting, oh, Sizzix says, absolutely gorgeous projects.
Oh,
thank you,
Sizzix. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, when I seen the book, I thought, oh, I got to do an art swatch, but I knew people would probably lean towards that anyway. But I thought the box, I got to do a box.
Yeah, the box is cool.
In the fan club, everybody talks about storage, you know?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
They just taught, and I went over to the Sizzix site and I looked to see what you had left in storage. It's like not, you know, pretty much sold out a lot of stuff. And it's like, I'm going to make some kind of storage.
Yep, we make our own. If we need it, we make it. That's right.
And it made it so easy because the lines just were perfect on the outside and underneath edges. Perfect.
It's a good size, you know.
It's a beautiful size. I'm going to say it's like once mine was made, a ruler
or so, depending on where you put the mat board, inside or outside.
Right. It's about 2.5 inches wide.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's nice size. Definitely nice size. Yeah. I put the bind on the inside of the of the covers, and that gave it that a little bit more dimension there.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah. So anyway, well, I'll get it boxed up and I'll send it to you.
All right. All right. Thanks, Pam.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna head over.
I can't wait to see what else is happening.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, let's go to Madeline. Are you ready, Madeline?
You caught me off guard there.
Poor Madeline. I always surprise her. It never fails. I'm still having a flashback to the car dealership. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's
Madeline. Madeline will never live it down because she kept appearing on the screen. She's like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
No, and people are saying, "Well, where's Eileen?" I go, "Well, I'm sorry."
Oh man,
gosh.
All right. Well, Madeline, we got you warmed up now. So
okay. Well, I'll start with the ones that I have here because you have one of mine. You have one that
I do.
So
I love it.
I kind of went from real simple to kind of got carried away.
All right. So, wait a minute. I have a comment from. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd she go? She says there better be a banner, Madeline.
Well, there's not, well, the thing is, I made the project for Eileen for NAMTA in the creation show. I got one to her, but I wanted to do the book, you know. I have to say, I'm going to be honest. I did not do any of the stitching yet. I chickened out to do the stitching, but so on future ones, I really want to attack that and learn how to do it properly. And with Jenny's guidance, I know that
we can do it.
Yeah. So mine are done in different ways. So I did 3, and I starting out with the simple one. And this I made as an art supply, and I went simple. I know that I could have used paper and I could have decorated it differently and made it fancy, but I was like, you know what? It's for this purpose. And
it's a tool book. Yeah.
So I have and that I did use the binding rings because I figured I'll start out narrow, but as I add pages, I can always add larger rings to bind it, you know, so I have more space. Cool. Because I have a lot of
tools. Yeah. Got a lot of inventory.
And I got a lot of dies. So I want it, you know, and I keep lists like that on my phone, but I want one at home. So I made this specifically for that. And I just used, plain old mat board, you know, and then, but then I've got 4 sections in here. So I'm dividing them up. The first one is for like paints, inks, paints, pencils and color, the things that I would color with. And then I'm going to make one section just for dies, for the different, the size of dies. And of course, I have a few other dies, but most of my dies are Sizzix dies. I mean, I've been using Sizzix dies from who knows. I mean, it was before you started your line of dies too. So I do have a lot of Eileen Hull dies.
Well, you do, but that's good.
And with the scoreboard dies, they take up a lot of space. So I'm going to have a section just for dies, and then for other tools, like for the tools that I have that I just want to keep. I mean, I know I have them, but when it's written down, it's a little bit easier to organize that. So what I did start this where I was doing like the pencils. So I have I have the names of the pencils listed.
Oh yeah.
And then I have just when you color it, you can use it just as a colored pencil, but then you can watercolor. So I did I made another little swatch.
Okay.
And I was going to use the swatch stamp, but I could fit more on a page.
Right.
I'm using the grid paper, so I could put more. And I didn't want to have just 12. Well, I might even there's more than 12 on this page. So I did pages like that where I'm going to do the colors, and I can have the color itself. And if it's a watercolor product, it'll be I'll water it so that I'll paint on it so that you can tell it's what it looks like when you're watercoloring it. So that's my first one, and it's just really simple, but it's something that I can keep.
Yeah,
very useful and fast.
And so, Meline, the rings fit through the holes. Okay,
yeah, they do. What I did is because I was going to do the 3, I was going to do 2, but then I thought I'll do 3.
Yeah,
I did go with the small opening of the small hole of the crocodile.
Yeah,
and I just made it a tiny bit bigger. You don't really. These do fit through because I have the larger ones on, and the larger ones just look too silly with this thickness of this book.
Yeah,
as it's larger, of course, you can add larger rings.
Yeah.
So I just have the smaller ones on here for now.
Very
but
good.
It does fit through, but and I'm careful when I open it or whatever. But just to help it along, I just made it a tiny bit.
Yeah,
I cropped a little bit more of the circle, the opening out. So that's my first one.
Love it.
Now the second one I did make as a book, and but instead of doing it this way, I did it this way.
Ooh, cute.
And I did use one of the hardware, the handle.
Yeah, I see.
For the top, and then I used one of the other hardware pieces as the closure. But this I made, and I started with my mother. So lovely ladies that are kind of meant something that touched me in my life. So I started with my mom, and I have it holds three signatures. I could put more because all I did was use the elastic.
Yeah. Okay.
So I could fit like 2 more in here if I wanted to. But what I did is so I have 3 little books. Each one's got a little bit different cover. But I started with my mom's, and I have information about her, her full name, her date of birth, and then she was the daughter of her parents, Clara and John, sisters to Dolores, Irene and Janice, and then I go down through to the great grandchildren, and then I'm going to. I have things that I wrote about my mom several years ago. I made a book that was just specifically for her, and I have lots of old pictures and lots of little things. So I'm going to take some of those things, make copies of them. But the one thing I wrote about her is what I remember from her when I was little, as much as I can remember, because she's the one who taught me how to. I mean, I made my own doll clothes. My mother sat and taught me how to hand sew doll clothes for my Revlon doll and my Barbie doll when the Barbie cake first came out. And she taught me how to sew. I mean, I've sewn since I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
And I did take some sewing lessons, but I mean, my mom was the one who really, and so I have all of these memories. I one of the things is I remember I had really long hair when I was young.
Yeah.
Saturday night, before we went to church, my mother would wrap my hair in rags to make locks.
Yes.
And I have vivid memories of that. So this is going to be a book about, and not just my mother. I'm going to. There's a lot of people, a lot of women who have touched my life dearly. And I'm going to, I have a section for family. I'm going to have a section for other relatives. And I'm going to have a section for friends, the women that I've met through my life that have
that's cool.
made an impact on me.
Yeah.
So that's
a great idea.
So that's how this one came about.
I love that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's just simple too. Simple. I had found this new pack of paper and I loved, and I don't know why, but I'm liking the black with all the colors.
It's very dramatic.
It is. When you look at it, it's like, do you want? But I really like it.
I like it too.
And then and then the papers that I coordinated for the signatures were all from that pack too.
Nice. Yeah.
Flowers. But then the inside, I just used a solid.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
Inside liner. So that's my second one.
Yeah. I like the orientation, going that way.
Well, that's just it. It's like, well, I'm going to do it a little, instead of reading it like that.
Yeah.
Why can't we read it like this?
Right. You really get more of a flow when you write the wider, Yeah.
And depending on how, I usually have my penmanship's kind of small and my printing's kind of small. Yeah. My printing's better than my penmanship, but so that was my second one.
Okay.
So now my third one, which I know you've already seen a sample, is it's like, well, where do I go from there? And of course, because of the topic of the release, so this one looks like this.
This is so cool, guys. Wait until you see this.
This is covered with fabric. I did fabric for this one because I had this material and I still had some left. I says, oh, that lends itself so well with this color wheel theme. So this opens up like this. And then it opens up.
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
For traveling. I know Eileen has made one herself a while back with one of the other releases.
Yeah, that was a travel, but this one,
this is good.
I love tell how you did the that.
So this
little paint cover.
Yeah. Those paints, the watercolor. This is it's for watercolors. The thing is, and the reason I did this is because this book, the size of it was perfect for this.
Yeah.
Oops.
That is.
One of my paints fell out. Oh, the cover fell off because these are actually these are held into the tin with little pieces of Velcro.
Oh, all right. Oh, didn't know if they were magnets.
The covers. Unfortunately, these little tins they have covers, and the covers can come off when I tip it.
You kind of need them
down, but when I tip it, the covers come off.
Yeah.
But these are held down into the tin with little circles of Velcro.
I love that.
This was metal, so I covered it with watercolor paper and then a piece of acrylic, clear, translucent acrylic, and glued it in so that this could be used as a palette for blending these.
Oh yeah,
so cool.
But then these will come out so that if you want to change your colors, if you run out of paint, you can add more. And I used the squeeze watercolors to fill these.
Adorable.
So then this has a little spritzer.
Yeah, a little water. Wet the
for water, like if you want to spray your paper or if you want to spray the paints before you start painting. You've got this that you can have water in, and this is held on with Velcro also.
Oh, okay.
So you can fill it.
Wow, yeah.
Put it back. The tin itself is on there with Velcro. Now this cover, what I did with this I took the fabric. I used some Heat and Bond Ultra, and I fused it onto the back of a piece of the fabric. Then I cut these little slivers from the fabric, and I wove this.
Oh, wow.
I love
onto
that.
the
That's
top
gorgeous.
because the tin was an advertisement, and I wanted to cover it somehow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I wanted, and I thought, well, let's cover it with the fabric, but let's do
Yeah.
something different. So I made this texture on it
Oh,
by
I
just
love that.
weaving the fabric, which was a little tedious because of the way I
Yeah.
had to do it, but it turned out so cool.
I have
And
a
then
question, Madeline.
Yes.
When you did the cover and you've got fabric, how did you attach the fabric to the mat board?
When I do that, I have used fusible adhesive with papers and fabric. It works, and I've had luck with it. But this time, I use a double-sided adhesive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on the mat board, and then
Yep.
I add the fabric
on.
to it,
Yeah.
And then you cut it
I
after.
cut it after.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Thank you.
adheres perfectly. And if you worry about fraying, you could always get fray check and
just
go
go
around
down
the edges if you need to. I have been very lucky with it not fraying. And, something like this, I like fabric and I like the frayed look. So if it's not
that
frayed,
doesn't bother me.
I don't care. I don't care. So then I added, I cut another piece of the book binding, but I cut it down, and this is cut out of the Sizzix texture roll, the white, and I threaded elastic through this, and then this is attached also. Whoops, this is attached also. You can use Velcro, or actually I did use Velcro on the whole thing. I was going to glue the middle part down and not worry about the sides. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I ended up using Velcro on this too, so that I can take it off if I want to. If it gets dirty, I can make another one or whatever. So then I used one of I added a pencil in case I wanted to sketch. If you want to sketch something or draw something, I have a pencil in there. Then I made two little folders out of clear acrylic sheets to hold some watercolor paper sheets, and then some other like if you want to make ACT tags or something in a different size. And I just have them clipped in there. So I have two little folders. Then in the back, you need something to put water in, and this fits in here.
Collapsible.
Yeah.
But this is for my water when you're painting. So cool. And it's a silicone cup.
Look at
that. And so you can use this for water.
So you've got everything you need to watercolor in there.
And then it fits back. It fits back. It's attached to the back cover, and it just attaches it in the back.
Cool. And that binding is thick enough to hold all that stuff.
And I use the regular, and I use rubber bands for the two. The two little folders. I just use the regular binding.
Yeah.
And it's fine because you're tiny closed, and it's you can still fit it in something and travel with everything staying intact in there.
Yeah.
So the last thing, I thought about it too late. I have it cut out. I'm going to do a real color wheel with the for the back.
Yeah, for the back. Yeah. Beautiful.
So that's my third one.
Madeline, that is genius. And you've got a lot of comments. Sandy Scrap says on Instagram, that is such a creative and practical project, would make a lovely gift.
Oh, for sure.
You have all of these.
Yes. You have all, yes, you could have more, but it holds it. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 colors.
Wow.
And I was lucky enough to have these little tins. I think you can still get these from somewhere.
Yeah.
I've had these in my stash downstairs forever.
Oh, for a while. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, holy moly, why? And this tin fits in this book.
Yeah, wow.
Perfectly.
That's crazy. That is just, it was meant to be.
Serendipity.
Yeah.
Very much so. So I have another small little tin that holds 8 of these little containers. So I'm going to make, because this one, Eileen, I am not sending you.
No, use it. I want to see what you make.
I'm not sending this one to you. So I am going to make another one, but a smaller version.
A mini.
And then I'll send that one to you.
Okay. All right. That is just amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I have, and then plus the other one that you have there that I made you.
Yes, I will show that when we
So that's what I did, and it was fun, and I love the book. The books are always, even though it's another book, it's a useful book, because like my project you have, I used in a different way also.
Yep, you did.
And it's that's what I love about all of your stuff. Not only does all of it coordinate, this new line coordinate with your other things, it coordinates with almost everything Sizzix has too. So it's usable. You're spending the money to make these things and have these things, and if you can only use it one way,
right?
But you can use it so much in so many different ways. All of your things.
Well, I think we're seeing that today,
and that's what I like.
It's great.
And then you don't mind making an investment in things like that when you can reuse them for more than just one purpose.
Right. Well, you're very good at showing many purposes.
And then I like to use different materials. I can't. I love paper. I love paper, but there's so many other things you can use with these dyes.
Yeah, that's the thing about the steel rule that you can't do with the thinlets.
Right. Right.
So,
but
they
that's
all
what I like to share. That's what I like to share with people is there's so much out there you could be doing with what you've purchased.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, we'll be doing videos, and maybe Madeline will come on with me. I just had a question from Kay Lynn. Do you have a video on making the watercolor book? Maybe we could kind of, when you make your little one, maybe we could talk it through, and you could come on and kind of show how you know.
I know people would want to know how I did it, and I don't, and I will. I hopefully will. My circumstances are such that sometimes it's hard for me to do it.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate that you came today, because I know you're not 100%, but you would never know, because you did an amazing job, and you're
well, when you show my other project, you'll know why I did it, because it's what's important to me, and that's what's keeping me going. That's what's
okay, I'll show that. Yeah. All
so,
right.
It was great.
Thank you for everything. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. The package arrived from Tanya. Okay, we gotta go. Susie's run upstairs. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna put Teracita on here. Thank you, Madeline. Hey, Teracita. I like your haircut. So cute. I can't hear you, Teracita. Are you on mute? Are you muted?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was muted though.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay, so here we are.
Here we are
with the new collection. I'm so excited about it. There's so much that you can do with it. So I'm just having some samples of what I'm working with.
Yeah.
Let me just kind of move this around.
All right, let's see what you got. Ooh.
Okay. You'll know that I have the dice here because I want to show you something later.
Okay, yeah.
That all my artwork is almost every single time. Wait. Okay. My artwork is full of colors and texture. But this time when I saw the collection, I said, I'm going to challenge myself for a project that will be kind of monochromatic.
Oh.
And I also challenge myself to just black and white and whatever is in between.
Yeah.
And this is how I came up with photo album, that I'm always photo albums.
Yes.
So I use the color wheel die, believe it or not, to make the pages. If you can, let me see if I can put it closer so you will see all the details. Beautiful. This actually moves. Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to add a sentiment here, you can change whatever the theme of the album will be. just by adding a different sentiment. You can maybe move the arrows around.
Yeah.
So I added some texture with paper flowers, and also there is some fabric here and pearls.
Pretty.
So we go to the edges. Before I go any further, maybe people are asking, well, you know, photos are usually either square or rectangle. How can I fit in there? Well, you just go to the package of all the dies that are included in this collection, and you get circles.
Yep.
So you can even get a big picture and cut it with the big one. It would be neat to have a whole page that will be only a picture.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Or else you can crop your photos, cut them to size, and then you have
half the time you don't need the whole photo. You know, it's mostly people or whatever. Yeah.
Then you can have a smaller photo with a frame around, or even a smaller one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so cute.
So that's why I end up making a round photo album.
That's cool. You know, the other thing is too, if you have color photos, you know, they would really take the stage, and the book itself is kind of neutral, you know. It's beautiful.
Then I added some tags from some of your oldest collection.
Oh, yes.
Here.
Yes, the tags. Yep.
The tags.
Cute.
I did attach them with this tiny
cute
thing. I added some texture. Here is the color wheel.
Oh.
Then more tags. Let me put it aside. Move photos. You see you can fit many photos.
Yeah.
Tags. Some text photos. Tiny details there. Oh, wait. This way.
Oh, pretty.
Wait. The other way around.
I know, it's confusing.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So more pages. You can either add some journaling, or just using your stamp sets, you can add some of the sentiments.
Yeah.
More tags, different deco, keeping the theme, the monochromatic theme.
So cute.
Here I did like a pocket for more tags.
Look at that.
Photos. Photos.
Wow.
Photos.
I love it.
The back side of the album. I use a ring for the binding.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can add as many pages as you want.
Yeah.
If you want, this is like a middle-sized ring, but you can add a bigger one if you want to add more pages to the album.
It is amazing. So pretty.
Okay, the next one.
Next one. Jeez.
The next one. This is back to my normal projects.
You're jelly.
This took me some time because when I saw the book die, I said, you know what? I want to do some gel printing.
Boy.
Use this book to showcase some of my gel printing artwork. I wanted to have like a book of it. So everything you will see here, excuse me.
It's all your art.
It's all gel printed by me.
Wow.
Even the ribbon.
Oh, the ribbon.
I use the what's the name of that one?
Yeah, the journal hardware. Yeah.
I use the journal hardware, cut it out of matte board, Sizzix matte board, and then I gel printed and added
pretty
another piece on top to make give it some dimensions to it. Different colors.
Beautiful.
Trying to match them up. For the binding thing, I also did, I cut white Sizzix matte board and gel printed in a different color.
That's amazing. That could be a paper pad.
Yeah. Beautiful. I finally went through the binding thing. Remember, Eileen, that I was asking about it and I was kind of intimidated by it. And you said, just start it and it will go through. Exactly. It took me like a week to make a decision to just start the binding thing.
Yeah.
And I really loved how it turned out. And it's really fun. And you say it's like a therapy itself.
Yeah. Yep. It's beautiful.
Like the back side. So everything is coordinated.
Those colors are so pretty. Even though there's purple.
Well, you got to love it.
I do. I am really starting to love purple.
There is so much going on here that I don't think I will show you exactly all the things. I will go through them. But this will take some time to show the whole thing. So I use some of your stamps.
Yes.
I can open here to add some theme to the book.
Yeah.
More tags.
Gel print,
on both sides. We have this little
envelope there.
I thought there were supposed to be some pieces inside of it.
Oh, wow.
They went somewhere.
Yeah.
Embellishment. Besides that, this is all handmade, and I even handmade some of the papers.
Wow. Oh my Lord.
I did a collection of handmade papers. So I can use them. When you read this book, you're just gonna feel the textures.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So I did small. I used the arrow from one of the dies.
Oh.
You can write whatever you want there. This frame is out of some of my handmade papers, like this one.
Oh, pretty. Wow.
So let me just go a little bit faster.
How fun.
Yeah. It took quite some time, but it was worth it.
Well, just to make the paper, you have, that's a long time. But what a great way to showcase your art. Like, and plus you have a book that if you wanted to write in it, you could, but why? I mean, your art is right there. I mean.
And I did not plan the color scheme at all. I just started gel printing.
And
when it was done, I said, I need to use them all somehow. And they turn out to look good.
Yeah.
Oh, here's. See, some of
them
have.
Yes, time to celebrate.
So if you need to add this, you have them handy.
Yeah, you can keep them all like little, you could store your ephemera.
Sure. Sure. So let me go and rush. This is a Polaroid, one of those. It has stitching and everything.
Cool.
That I did also.
Man.
And I really had a great time making this.
That is beautiful.
And then I say, wait, it is time to finish this because it will take me forever. Oh, here's one thing in there. It should be glued there. So this is from one of your oldest die, the envelope.
Oh yeah. Oh, the little baby one.
Yeah, that's done with my handmade paper.
Wow. Man.
More gel plate. Some collage that I did. I mean, there's a lot that you can add to this book. So, paper, more color, tiny one, and more text.
Wow. That is, and then you have little dangly things hanging down. Those are cute.
Hanging up from here. Let me see if I can show them. Yeah.
Is that from the binding? Where did you? Oh, from.
Yeah. No, but not from the binding on each of the mini books here.
Oh, where you sewed them in. Yeah. Cute.
Yeah. There are some that you can use as to mark your page where you are.
Yeah, little bookmark.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, all together now. but they were supposed to come all the way up here.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. No, they look so pretty. Just little
it's
soft.
a different thing. I'm always hanging things from the top. So I said, let's just hang things from the bottom.
Yeah, why not?
The only thing is I'm not able to like.
Oh, to sit it on the table. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to figure out a way to take the picture. And
That's
to, well, that doesn't look that bad though.
Yeah, no, it looks like a little skirt or something.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. That is a work of art. Wow.
So, and I'm working on one that's only not even halfway through.
Pretty.
This is a photo book that I'm going to be making. Using different binding for this one, but I just select the papers and I'm ready. I might finish it between today and tomorrow.
Wow. You're ambitious, but I bet you'll do it.
And also during when I'm watching some TV, I'm just making color wheels.
Oh, pretty. And that's just pattern paper.
Exactly.
So cute.
I cut them and I figure that if I have a bunch of them, I might be able to use it on some books.
Yeah. Or as a book. Or even like a little chain or something, you know, to hook them together. Or who knows what you're going to do with that.
And I have all these pieces that I'm thinking I'm doing something with them.
Well, you got the earring idea from Sarah Lizzy.
Yeah, that's such a clever idea.
Yeah, that is.
I
love it.
Just cutting and putting them into small envelopes. So when the time comes, you go there, grab them, and they are ready for you to use.
So amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right, wait a minute. We have Tanya. Tanya, are you going to get on? She's down there. Maybe she can. I don't hear you, Tanya. All right. Thank you, Teracita. You had a lot of compliments. So
thank you, everybody.
If I can patchwork.
Oh yeah.
Teracita. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Papers are stunning.
Thank you.
Oh, Sandy Scrap says you could even weave floss or ribbon on the edge openings. That would be pretty.
Yeah.
Yes. Teracita, you've got a lot of comments here.
Yeah, gracias.
Yeah. All right. I still don't know if Tanya wants to come on. Oops, wait a minute now. Tanya, you want to come on?
I was trying to get my setup set up and I can't get it set up.
Well, you know what? We can just
you look good.
We have your stuff. So we can put the camera down on the projects and you can just talk. How about that?
That sounds good.
All right. All right. Wrong one. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. We got to bring our camera over. Okay. There we go. All right.
Awesome.
These are hot off the press, guys. Just came in the mail. I haven't even seen them yet. All right. We've got a list over here. Now, this is the Gardening and Seed Journal. Is this the one?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Why don't you tell us about it, Tanya?
Okay. Well, I did a single spine on it, so it's only one thick.
Okay.
And on the inside, when I put the paper in, as you notice, I put it in upside down on that side.
I did not notice
so
that.
I had to get creative and add a pocket to it. So I did that.
I love it. I probably wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say that.
Well, if on every single project I have sent you, there is always some type of screw up on it.
I love it.
Welcome to the real world.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, like that.
How would you have put a pocket on it if not? And look at how she gusseted this cute little pocket, and you can store a lot of stuff in there.
I used the book binding to do the gusset.
Oh,
smart.
Yes,
Very smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this feels like it's
chipboard.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Because it's sturdy. And that's mounted on the label. I love it.
Yeah. And so I cut a plain notebook down to fit to size and just decorated the cover. And then the back side, you can slip your receipts or whatever you need to in the back of it.
This is adorable. And you always have it decorated so perfectly. And what a great size. I mean, you know, that could go in your bag.
Yeah, and you didn't cut it off, you covered up the extra holes.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks great.
That is so pretty.
Very sturdy.
I love that color and I love that paper.
That's from Simple Stories.
Oh, it figures. I always love everything. And this is really nice too. This GIMP or whatever you call it. Okay. Yes. Oh, look at this.
Okay, I used the book binder and I made a card with it. I also used the thinlits and for like that little triangle.
Yeah.
I made exclamation points with it.
And she embossed it with the lace folder.
That's so pretty.
That is
stamp set too.
What did you say?
The stamp set.
Oh, right. Go for it. Yeah. I was just looking at this. Like, this is just, she laid it on the die and just cut a book cover with the fold inside the cutting line. And then you've got this nice little card.
Yes.
Perfect. That is, and then over here, look at that, even on the back. And look at her pretty label. So pretty and so clever. I mean, just stacking those circles, you know, and strips of paper, but they all go. They're just beautiful. Oh, good. Because, look at this.
The book of swatches.
Oh, Tanya. All right.
And that's the one that took on a life of its own. I had to pull pages out of it because it was going to look like an alligator.
Yeah. They do that. All right. So tell us about this one. Look at how thick it is.
Well, that one is made out of fabric, but I started with a piece of cardstock, which I put adhesive sheets on both sides. Then I put fabric. I put felt on both sides, and then an adhesive sheet, and then the fabric on both sides. All right. And then ran it through.
It's very sturdy.
But it's flexible too.
Because I don't sew.
Okay. You don't need to.
It's so cool.
Look at this. Is that stitched or is that just a trim?
It's
a pom-pom. You've got to have pom-pom.
That's a
Teracita.
No, it's
I mean, not Teracita. It's Tanya. Duh.
Yeah, Tanya.
I know. I know. I just saw Teracita, but I knew it was a T. Anyway. Sorry,
pom-poms.
I know it's you because it's pom-poms. Yes. Look at these, how she stacked all these little, so cute. Adorable.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at swatches of ribbon. I wouldn't have thought about that. Would not have crossed my mind.
And see, I plan on doing maybe a book of swatches for washi tape too.
That's genius. Yep. That would be so smart. Look at her lace.
That's pretty. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Wow. How long did this take you?
Too long.
Yeah. Pom-pom. These are so pretty, but I love how you have each color. Oh, look at this. I have a lot of these. Yeah. I know where you got these. I like the ledger paper in the background.
Yeah.
So these are just bound, how, in the middle here?
Yes. Bound in the middle.
Okay.
I had to rip out pages.
Because
it was going to be too fat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, these do. I mean, they do add bulk when you have, you know, puffy ribbons and glitter pom-poms.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, and I have like a ton of like pom-pom trim, so that's just like a small little portion of it.
That shocks me, Tanya.
Does it?
You know, I like how you like reinforce some of the pages with the cardstock because these do, you know, they are kind of substantial. So the ledger paper in the background though is so cool.
Well, the leisure paper, I could like line everything up to where it looked round.
So
yes,
smart.
yeah, because you got the edges. Yes. Look at these. Look at this.
How cute.
That is so smart and so pretty.
Because my ribbons are all in a box somewhere, and I kind of have to remember what I've got. Yeah, this is great.
And how you made them all kind of coordinate. And yes, the little dolls. Look at these. They're so neat. I like how you went outside the lines on them, too, because sometimes the repeat you can't even see, you know.
And see, this was a great way to use up some of my embellishments.
Yeah.
On stock, because I have like a substantial supply of that too.
Yeah, well, you're not
again. That shocks me, Tanya.
Does it?
Oh, look at these. These are. Look at that. Where did you even find that? That's beautiful.
Hobby Lobby.
That's cute.
Write it down.
And now you have the nice foil.
Yeah, that coordinates with
this. This is so
that
pretty.
Is very cool.
Very, very cool. Ah, yes. Look at that. How she centered the beautiful rose. Oh, man. All right. Now.
A floral gift box.
Ooh.
Okay. I use the triangle shaped thinlet to make the flower.
Oh.
And the smallest, that white flower, I use the smallest circle to make.
Oh, wow.
Make
She just crinkled it up. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. This is so pretty. And this is one of the Journal Hardware circle.
Yes.
And these are just older flowers that look at how pretty that is. Wow.
And that's an old foam box too.
Oh, I thought it feels so good. You know, they always have them fit so nice and tightly. Yes. Yeah, you can't get rid of them. I know. We're all box collectors. I agree. And this is gorgeous.
And which is your favorite die?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. Well,
you don't have.
I like all of them. I mean, I like the journal. I like the thinlets. Probably the best because I have a whole bunch of ideas for that.
Wow.
And I haven't had a chance to use the stencils yet, so that's my next up project.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me go to my face. Susie is pointing that my hands are just sitting there.
I'm so helpful.
Hey, there's Stacy. Hi, Stacy. I know. Aren't these amazing? Dorothy, thank you. I agree. They are just, we are hoarders of pretty things. We all are. Yes, another great idea for swatching. And people are saying hi to Stacy. Such an amazing design team. I am telling you what. All right, now we have another box, but I don't see that Sue is here with us. Thank you, Tanya. Those were, I have to look. I'm still in shock. So I got to take another look at them. But
I got to go through my ribbon collection now.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And the washi tape. I mean.
Oh, the washi tape will never happen.
What about fabric? You could just. Yeah. Yes, I have. Oh, all right. I feel like, where is Isabel? You've made earrings from the hardware dies. These are leather. Aren't they amazing? I made a pair and I wore them to the trade show and I lost one. So last night I was making another. Thank you for noticing, Isabel. It was all worthwhile that I was up till 4:30. All right. So let's see. We have stuff. Oh, 3 cheers for Eileen and her team of makers. Thank you, Stacy. All right. So we have some projects from Sue Eldred, and then we have some more from the team. So let's turn the camera back down, and we are going to, where is the down? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Sue Eldred is also on the team. Oh, yeah, my little hand.
Yeah. And they just came in.
They're hot off the press also. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that was pretty handy.
Yep.
All right, Sue Eldred, good job. Okay, so she's got some cards. Look at that pretty.
Very cute. So simple
blue? I'm
and
here
so
for you.
perfect.
This is what my whole idea of these stamps were. And then they just kind of went from there. But, you know, to use the sentiment and to attach that with like a feeling or a support or whatever. So
and that paintbrush is just wonderful.
Yes, that is beautiful. Well, oh, Sue, she has such a good way of, her design is just so pretty.
The patterns.
The pattern paper. Look at that. So beautiful. I wonder if she inserted these or if she just put the other one on top. Probably on top. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
But you could actually take all these little elements and mix and match them and put them in if you wanted to go insane, which I did with one of mine, which I can't find. But yeah, that is beautiful. I love the spring tones. It's just really pretty. Oh, look at this one.
Very cool.
Yeah, this looks like she cut up. Oh, wait a minute. No,
I'm sure that's
like
vinyl.
it is vinyl because you can feel it.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love that.
Just
latch,
layered.
and look at that cool binding.
What is it, like a placemat or something?
Maybe it could be.
Open, see what's on the inside.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Well, it just says Sue Eldred.
Yeah, I bet that's like a placemat.
It does feel like soft.
Yeah.
Like a soft touch paper.
Yeah.
And this is nice too. This is, yeah, these are really pretty. Oh, look at these. Oh, yes. You could, you know, you wouldn't have to, you probably could do watercolor in here. It's not watercolor paper, but it's nice. It feels good. This feels very rich to me. I love this, Sue. All right. We need to get out our box because we have other team members that were not able to make the live. So they shipped us stuff. So we want to show some of these things. Let me start with Madeline's. This is the box that she was talking about that she did. So it's kind of the same thought as Pam Bray, but you know, as you can see, they all look different. So her box is a similar idea, but I happen to know that Madeline, I hope she doesn't mind if or Madeline, you're still there. Do you want to talk about this?
I can.
You don't have to. I just
that's fine.
Okay.
Well, the thing is that you were going to the show you were going to, I felt this was perfect, you know, but I wanted to because art for me truly is a healing process.
Yes.
It always has been, but in more ways than one for me right now. So that's why I use that theme. And so the box is made from the book die, but I covered it with muslin fabric, and then and before I cut it out, I covered my mat board again with the fabric, double-sided adhesive. But then once I got it cut, then I had to use the sides are not part of the die. That was from one of your other dies that.
Okay.
You know, but I made the side. No, actually, I think it is from the binding. I think it's the binding, but the way I put it together, but everything is, the outside is all muslin fabric. Then I went and stenciled on it, and I give a shout out to Rebecca because that art word is from, and then some of the splatters that are on the other here and there, those are from Rebecca's stencils.
Very pretty. Yeah, Rebecca Meyer.
And I wanted to keep it neutral, so that's why it's kind of all beigey, and I used a little bit of color when I did some of the stenciling. But then, of course, because you know, art and truly, I feel art it's helped me get through a lot of things in my life, but it's also helped me at this moment of what's happening with me, and then. Each of these little booklets, the idea was that each booklet was going to have a different, and it does, they have different papers inside. And I was going to add more, but I was limited on time because I had to get it
to me,
get it to Rebecca, get it to you for the show. Yeah. So I had
this idea.
Yes, so I used that. I used the large circle, and then the color wheel, and I made little pockets for the front.
They're so cute.
And then
look at all these pretty colors.
Well, those papers are from 49th and Market, from that one.
I knew it.
it's, you know, that set, that collection that they had that was all of the
yeah, all the colors,
like the, you know,
yeah,
like the rainbow colors. So that's why
yeah.
I did that. And then you know, and then the way I attach them, you could add little tags. And I was going to put like little phrases on each of the tags, but of course I was running short on time.
Well, I don't know, Meline, why you don't use your time more efficiently.
Well, then
lollygags a lot of lollygagging.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'm surprised I got that done.
We're kidding you. We're teasing. This is amazing. Are you kidding?
I know. And then on the back of the box, that's where I took another color wheel and I glued it so that in quarters, so that you can add a little tag to each.
You could add.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I did find an extra tag and I didn't know where to put it.
I don't know if I had tags in each one of those quarters or just two of them, but they're glued down so that you can fit a little tag to each of them.
On each of these.
Yeah.
So adorable.
Yeah, the thing, and I was going to say I had ideas to make some books out of the circles, just didn't get to it yet. So with the time we have now, that with this one release, you know, there's things that
now
I can
it's here. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
But
thank you, Meline.
Oh, you're welcome. And truthfully, that's what keeps people going. I think that's why we all do it. You know, it helps. It helps to get through the rough times, and you know,
it does.
Yep.
It does.
It sure does.
This
that's Maggie.
Okay, this one is from Maggie. All right, now she loves her graphic 45, and look at this. Congrats, vacation. Go for it. She just kind of picked ones, and here's some little arrows, and you know, these are glued down, but you could have a spinny wheel, and she used the chipboard, and this paper is like a glossy. I don't know what yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And this too, this chipboard. So then she has some little notebooks inside with all the fun little elements. Wait a minute, let me put this up a little higher here. There's my little hand friend. Okay. I'm getting kind of attached to him.
I know.
Well, I got problems. What can I say? Look at this, how that's popped out. Oh, look at this. Oops, sorry. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's my daughter. All right, she is coming to bring my granddaughter over, and we're going to watch her this weekend. So, of course, she was supposed to be here too, but she's probably late. So, look at this, Maggie. Up. Fun.
Very pretty.
Waterfall.
She had me at Alice.
I know. Yeah, look at that. That is pretty.
Yeah. It's just a circle.
Pretty. Yep. Just decorative.
Just a circle. Yeah, exactly. Probably your library
card. Yeah, probably. Another one. That's neat for like a frame or a background, you know, on a black. Picture this and the little. Oh, and these have little tags coming out. Maggie's on a trip, so she is I'm not sure where she is. It's hard to keep track of her.
She was parked by a beautiful river last time.
Yes, I did see that one, but they probably moved along. She is living the life, and in the meantime, she's able to make all these pretty little. Now this one I think opens. Yes. It's hard to remember. I looked at it right when it got here, but then it goes out of my head. But this could be a cool little frame. You could tuck a picture in here. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And then just like a nice little notebook.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Always finished off perfectly. That fun little, that's out of, well, I don't know what that's out of. Maybe paper leather.
I asked Amy if she wanted to come on, and she said no. Show them, and then she can answer questions.
Oh, okay. Is she in the chat?
She'll probably just text me.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So this one is from Amy Powers, and this is so cute because it's made out of felt. it is lovingly stitched, and it must have taken her forever. But every page, the quiet book is like an idea where when your kids are laying down for a nap, or, you know, maybe they're not tired, but you want them to be quiet, or you need some quiet, you just give them this little book, and it has little activities and things that they can do in it. And this keeps getting untucked here. So she's got a little glitter wheel, and all of these are stitched. And these were made out of the piece that is like a wedge, and these are the inside pieces. And then she stitched around, and there's a double-sided felt, you know, and then this nice blanket stitch that I could not do the other day. These are so cute, little flowers. And this is that, what do you call this stuff? Do you know? Sequin trim?
Oh, is that the one that
the stuff that goes
oh, yeah,
up?
back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know
changes.
the name of it,
yeah,
but I love
that's
it.
just fun.
It reminds me of chainmail, but it's not that.
Right.
But look at how she did these cute little brads in here. So cute. Oh, I think this is my favorite page, because look at this, guys. These are snaps. And those, the little bunny can cover his eyes. So he's going to sleep now.
Oh my goodness, how beautiful. It's a whole sensory experience.
It is.
Yep.
Little tiny carrots that you can have hanging down here. I like to play with it myself. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, she has played with it quite a bit.
I have. Little shaker gumball machine with a cute little mouse down here in his hidden pocket. And this is all fuzzy and soft. So if somebody had a blankie, you know, this is cool, like
crinkle.
Yeah, and it's not crinkle, but it's like
holographic.
Yeah, holographic. And then good night. Isn't that adorable?
Cute, cute, cute.
Yeah, and then she has stitched through all of this. I cannot even imagine how much time that took, Amy. It is beautiful. And just another material that you can cut.
Yeah, and to bind it, she used the rings
and
rings, eyelets.
That's cute. Yeah.
And the felt.
Yeah, the eyelets is a good idea, because I feel like it might, it's pretty thick, so that would help it go through the middle. All right, here are a couple more things from Amy. This is a adorable little gnome book, and she used a leather binding. You can see she just wrapped it. This is the larger, size. And then she just made her cover and bumped up a bunch of these pieces here. Look at that. I did not see this, but I think it's Stamperia.
That's pretty. Yeah. I think it is. I think it's their new line. One of their new ones. Yeah.
So you got tags and little things that are able to be. Now some of these pop out. So look at this. Receipt for certified mail. When is that? 1967. So cute. Little belly band. Little pocket tag. So you can junk journal very easily with this book. Look at that little possum. I love this one. Wholesale dealer in potatoes in Schnecksville. Yeah, I think I've been there. Oh, and look at this. An old piece from like German.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
I know. Amy, amazing. Lily of the Valley. Mine is blooming. Here's an old photo, some ticket stubs. The gnome is off to work. Some more old paper. Little tuck pocket here. And, oh, wait a minute. This has like a little, look at that. Oh. All right. Where is Amy? Is she in?
She says she's going to do
a video series on the Quiet Book. Oh, that's great. And look at these little half page.
I'm going to take that home tonight and copy it.
Well, that's neat. That's just a 12 by 12 that she measured, and it's a fold out. And look at how that happened to be there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some good Good timing there. Look at that guy. It reminds me of the raccoon on
Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket.
Yeah.
Look at this, an old label. Effervescent sodium tartrate. All right. A little notebook. So cute. I like how she bumped up all of this to add the ephemera. So cute. Look at this big fold out. Put all your journaling in there, guys. If you like the junk journaling, it's a good one.
She says 1-page wonder pages.
Oh, these are amazing. Oh, that's good to know that they fit in here. I love 1-page wonders. I like how she also tied the fabric up there. Oh, there he is again. Strawberries. Are you seeing strawberries everywhere? I am.
Got some in my refrigerator, but
well, I mean, like the images, but yeah, that too. Always popular.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cute, Amy. So cute.
So stinking cute.
Yes, I love it. Wonders. Okay, now, are you guys ready for this? This is amazing. And some of you saw it at the trade show. All right. This is an ephemera book. Now, Amy told me that she got this idea from Suzanne, somebody. Suzanne, I meant to look her up. I think I followed her, but I didn't watch the video yet. Because I had this from Amy, but watch what happens. Yes.
Yay.
Look at that. Look at that. And what it is, these are envelopes that have the different color ephemera. So you've got the red, orange, yellow, orange. Jackie Hernandez. Thank you, Amy. And what a great way to store all your ephemera. It's so pretty.
Is that your book binding?
Yes.
On the bottom?
No. I don't know. I don't think so.
That one?
I don't know about that. I think it's just accordion.
Okay.
Maybe I need to find the link.
Yeah.
And, you know.
So cool.
I mean, they're just so pretty. Wait a minute. I'm going off the screen here. This thing is long. Look at these, though. Is that not just the cutest?
Yeah, it's darling.
I know. And you could even do ones, look at that with the gold.
Gold.
You could do some that, leave some blank and fill them in later.
Yeah.
I like how she just kind of blobbed it in there.
Yeah.
Imperfect. I love this.
Yeah. She said she followed Jackie's tutorial.
Okay. Got it. Oh, all right. Now look at this, guys.
I don't know if there's going to be enough room
There's
for this.
not going to be enough room. Well, we'll do as much as we can. This is the perfect match game that Amy came up with and made the game. I don't think we have time to play it, but take a look at this. It is a game board and game. My little hand can play. So you take this. So she painted all of these different colors. What color do you want to be, Susie?
I want to be green, light green.
All right, green.
Oh, green's not an option. I'm going to be yellow.
All right, I'll be orange.
Start at the start.
All right, yeah. So spin the wheel. All right, that has a nice.
You get to go. Ooh, I think that means you lose and I win.
Wait a minute. Well, we don't have time, but can you see? Wouldn't this be great for kids?
I get to go to all the way to here.
Okay. Ooh, good roll. All right, I'm gonna go again.
Okay. You're with me.
I am.
Okay, I'm spinning this.
We're going on a road trip. We're traveling together.
I get to go to turquoise.
Oh,
here.
Pretty.
How fun is that?
This is actually could be a kind of interesting, could be a good drinking game. I'm thinking.
Okay. All right.
Or for children.
Yeah. We have to
not
quit.
With children.
We have to quit now because I'm ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I love this. It feels so sturdy. And this spin is really a nice feel to it.
She said this is really good for teaching color nuances.
Oh yeah, look at that, because that's multiple. Like a neon or like red, orange, and red.
Was she a teacher?
I don't know.
Before she became a paper crafter.
She teaches me a lot.
Yes, well.
All right, I'm gonna put it back in its little box. All right, now we have another home decor piece from Amy, which is the clock. And this, she used one of the stamps. Look at it, works. You can even have an alarm. I should keep this here for when I conk out on my table. I love this. And I love that it's colored, and she used the numbers from the, I think, from the alpha.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Numeric. Yeah. I love it. So pretty. Amy, where'd you get this clock? It's like the perfect size. I can't hope that it was at IKEA and I could buy 10 of them and make them for everybody.
Typing something. So
okay.
Perhaps
all right.
We'll find out.
All right. All right. Now we have, I know that it's a long time, guys. These are from Lisa Hole. All right.
She's working on this video. And the clock, she said Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. All right. So these are a couple projects from Lisa. I got these yesterday. You are going to die. All right. This one she did using the Japanese stab. And this is a fabric cover. Really pretty. And I think she's got maybe some interfacing in there, or I'm not really sure if she just backed them. But the nice thing about the using the fabric is, because this binding, you're folding from here. You know, the signatures or the pages are stitched in from this point. So if you don't have something that's got a score line, like mat board would not work with this unless you attach the cover back here. So or if you scored the mat board on the other side, it would fold out. But the fabric works really well, and she did a lot of stitching on here. She did, that's so cool. From the stencil. Yeah, from our last collection, and the stamp pieces.
Yeah.
And then this is from the die, the this die right here, little label or little arrow. And then this is like a nice, like an onion skin or cool something. Paper. Really pretty paper. Yeah. And look at that cool kind of retro fabric.
Yeah, mid-century modern.
I love it.
Stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then this binding is so easy, guys. Even I can do it, and I can explain it. So that tells you something. I'll have to do. Yes, we will do. Glum says you'll have to do a video to teach us all that binding, so we don't end up binding our fingers. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for this one? Look at this, guys.
This is Lisa too, right?
Lisa Hole.
Yeah.
All right. This is an actual color wheel where she says this is violet, red, orange, orange, yellow, orange. You know, and this is how the color wheel works. You start with your primary colors, and then you kind of have the variations between the two. So I'm thinking she's going to have a whole book of different colors. So this is, look at this pretty. So this is like a neutral. Nora.
Oh, look at that.
All right, then we go to our red. Look at this little red fox.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Edu cards. So she has divided this into different pages of color. And these are mat board.
And look at the different.
I know, different threads. Yeah, so now this binding is the Copic binding. All right, this one takes a little more time, but it's solid. Look at this book, guys. And I know you can't feel it, but this is, each page is mat board. So this is sturdy. So she has just taken, oh, look at that guy. All of her ephemera that matches that color, red, orange. Look at this.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like creamsicle?
Yep.
Chilled melon. Look at this. An old fastener.
Oh my
gosh. It's really cool.
Oh.
Every page is beautiful.
Monopoly money.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, this must have taken forever. Look at these little. Oh man, Lisa.
And these are your stamp dies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She just stamped your the
in
watercolor
the
set there, and here's the
color wheel.
All kinds of. She just sneaks
this
it in,
is the
and
stencil.
It just part of the ephemera.
Right.
You know?
It all adds up into sewing machine needles. You can see what Lisa likes to do from all of her ephemera, which is everything.
Yeah.
She likes to stitch. She likes paper. She likes ink. Look at this
retro cards and things. Yeah.
Now, this is nice. This binding is nice because you do have a little room to, for dimension on it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that blue jay.
Oh, it's so cute.
No, how she has a
feeling blue.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, feeling blue. Canada.
Yeah. And she just does all the.
I know.
It's
beautiful. It's like printed paper. Look at this one.
It's awesome. Collage. It is the most remarkable collage.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
I know. Oh, man. Lisa, well done. Look at these. Just fun to look at it.
Yeah. And it ends with the black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are the stencil. Embossed. Oh, I have that paper. So pretty. And then just little bits of the images embossing. Look at that, guys. It's even pretty looking at it from here.
It's gorgeous. And
by the way, thank you all for hanging in. I know that we're going a long time, but we just have a lot of stuff. All right, Susie, show us your
yes. Well, first I'll say these things are really cute when you shrinky dink the stamps. Oh, God. And I didn't do it yet, but I plan on using them, as little dangles on the spine of some kind of art journal.
Adorable.
So shrink dink, go for it. And I just colored pencil on the background and then cut them apart. And you can even, little ray of sunshine. I don't know.
Oh,
can you see that?
Look at that.
Probably not. It's too fine, but tickled pink. You can't really read it, but it's stamped in there and it shrank. It's great.
Wow.
So yeah, my pirate phase.
Tell us about your
my little pirate problem. I may or may not be attending a Talk Like a Pirate Day party in September. We'll see. But I cut Eileen's die out of leather. I love it. I love the dies because they cut everything. And I used this element. Is that from the
journal hardware?
The journal hardware. And I just slipped it in the binding to tie it shut, and it's very efficient.
Yeah, it is.
After I cut the leather, this made me think of a compass rose.
Yeah.
So I embossed the front cover with that element, and I roughed up the edges.
Yeah.
With my die pick
yeah.
to make it show. And it's great. It doesn't cut all the way through, and it just adds a textural element.
Yeah.
And this is from the die.
So cute.
And originally I had actually embossed something on it, and then I decided I didn't want that, and I added
Wanderlust.
this element.
Yeah, cute.
And very simply, these are actually stitched in. I've got 1, 2, 3 huge signatures. I don't have anything on the pages, but they're just stitched in
into the binding.
So
cute.
And like I said, maybe it'll be full of clues for a treasure hunt or something. I don't know.
I think a treasure map would be good.
Perhaps.
That was perfect.
Yeah. This is from Tandy.
Oh,
yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. That's one of their
Very
things.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I
that's
love
all.
that. That got a lot of comments. But, it just shows the different binding systems you can do. And there was a comment.
I was going to say it's leather glue. I glued.
Right.
I glued this to that with leather glue.
That works the best.
Perfect. Yeah.
Lisa was saying there's a good tutorial by Sea Lemon.
Yes.
If you want to do the Coptic binding, the thing is you have to get so up close to see where that needle's going. She's got a good shot on it, and that's what I follow too. I mean, now I kind of know, but all right. So now we're gonna zip on through because I think most of these are mine. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah. This is the journal hardware die, and I just cut them out of mat board. And I thought, these are just pretty for my lace. You know, if I was going on a trip, I could bring just a little selection, but you could just as easily do like Tanya, you know, the ribbon. You could do embroidery floss. You could do, what else was I just thinking? Even washi tape. You could cut them out of the packaging and do washi tape around them and have them for like if you went to a crop or something. So that's that. All right, you want to do cards? Oh, there is a card from Maggie, and Amy had some cards too.
Okay, I didn't know who all did the cards.
Yeah, let me just get these out here. Okay. All right, this is from Maggie, and she did some cool texture, gold texture paste. You could see it. Beautiful. Sea lemons. Oh, thanks, Glum. Glum put up the sea lemons thing.
Thank you.
And a million thanks. Pretty. Okay, these are, wait a minute, can I give you Lisa's?
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to. Okay, these are from Amy. Isn't that pretty? With the, I think that's a piece from the collection we did for scrapbook.com.
Oh, yeah.
The flowers that are coming out. So happy for you. So she embossed it. And this is like I don't know if you can see, like a glitter. I put mini stencils on a ring like that. Wow, that would be cute. You can make name tags for your bags. Oh, that'd be cute too. Mm-hmm. See, I should be watching this. All right, I'm going to have to look at this again, guys, and get more of your ideas. All right, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
She stamped it and embossed it. Yeah,
look at how clear that came out. Number 10.
It's beautiful.
And yeah, this is probably a gold foil paper, but I like how she pieced the paper, you know, so you don't have to just use ink or anything. You can use paper. I mean, we all got a ton of that, and that'd be great for scraps. Okay, here is one from, I think this is from Martina.
That's pretty,
but I'm not sure. I think I took this by mistake from the trade show. But I think she was using the, what do you call those? From Lindy's.
Oh yeah, Lindy's.
The sprinkle.
The
magicals.
Yeah.
And then this is a piece of vellum going on top. That's just like, you could do a whole page of this and then just cut them and use them for card fronts. Then, this is one I did the other day on Tuesday. I haven't mailed it yet because I have to write to my friend, but I wanted to show you I finished it. Yeah, this is foam that we cut out from that little wheel die. And I just added a couple layers of paper for my trim, and then I just added Friends Forever, and then I'm going to write my message in here. And I also told Marla that you guys were thinking of her and keeping her in your prayers, so she said that was good. I'll just leave them here. This one I didn't finish, but it's a clock. Can you tell? I was thinking that might be nice, like for New Year's Eve or something.
Prom,
yeah,
something.
Yes. Festive. And then here is another one that is, this is part stencil, and then it's stamped on top. And this is the little segment. It says Feeling Blue.
Very nice.
And I'm here for you. Okay.
Love it. Yep.
All right. Now, let's put those away. So, this is one I did the other day, last night. This is, I had scraps of stuff. So I cut the bookmark out. This was some color wheel stuff I had done with the magicals. And these were just scraps of paper. And I thought, I can just take the bookmark, cut it. And then these were scraps of paper that I had from
coffee dyed stuff.
Yeah, coffee dyed thing. So I just said perfect match in there. But, kind of cute. Love a good mini book. This is that swatch, a swatch book, I guess, you would say.
It is, yeah.
That somebody made, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure who it was, but look.
It's cool.
Hey, Mary. All right.
Oh my God.
Well, the baby's here. Look at how pretty. So anyway, this would be a great way that you could take it to the store, and they did fill out Gust House, Gold Day, Lindy's, Magical, so these are the different colors, and you'd know what you have and where you got it. Okay. All right, should we do some more books? Yeah, these are just, I just wanted to show these for the bindings, okay? This is one of the first ones I did. This is it's cut out of mat board. This is Sizzix cardstock. I love how this holds up for the book. Yeah. It's nice and thick, and I just bound in. I took I took one sheet of paper, cut it in half, and made a signature out of it. So I cut my little holes and then just bound them all together. I used this because I didn't want the holes showing, so I just cut off a strip of the binding and put that over for an extra, piece. And then I stenciled the cover, and I messed that up, but I could fill it in, I suppose, but probably not happening.
Not perfect, but
it's not perfect, but it doesn't bother me. All right, just to show you. So this is the Coptic method of stitching. I didn't do a great job. This is the first one I did. Actually, it's not horrible. But we're going to be doing videos on that. Okay, here is one that I started, but I haven't gotten done, but I love this paper. This was the Birdsong collection from 49 and Market, and I just did a little collage on the front. If you went to Pirates Week on Grand Cayman Island, you get loads of stuff to put in your journal. It's wild. Yeah. You need a trip, Susie.
It could happen.
It could happen. She's a nut for it. All right. These are some ephemera pieces that I had. I found them. I bound in each page by itself. And this is just one of those double-sided paper clips. This is another one. I didn't glue them in. I started this at 2 in the morning. So what can I tell you? I mean, I had the book done, but I hadn't put all the stuff in. So we'll go through and you'll be seeing how to do these little things. This was a little card, playing card. Anyway, it's one of my watercolors. So not done yet, but it's fun. It's just a fun little junk journal, and they're pretty colors, and that one I really liked. That's some fabric. Anyway. This is nothing groundbreaking, but it was still, I feel like I should show it because it took a lot of work. All right, here's another one. This one I did on the gel plate. I just cut out pieces of paper and then glued them to my cover of my book. And to give it a little bit of edge around here, I just moved it over and trimmed down a little bit of the book. And I used this for my little plate latch. And then this is just copy paper inside. I really didn't do much within here, but I did stitch the books in with beads. And so that was surprisingly easy. You just bring the needle out, load on your beads, and go through the next hole. And I could have varied a little more, but I wasn't sure how to do it. So, okay. Sizzix just sent out an email advertising Eileen's new products and the stenciled stamps tool. Yes, we're going to use that a lot. Okay, here is one that I made out of leather, and I embossed the cover with that new A5 folder, and it will work with the smaller one, but you won't get the whole side of it, if you use one of the smaller folders. But this one is big. So plenty of room.
Beautiful.
That one is, that one is the Floral Damask. I think that one's gone. And then I found this really pretty paper and just did that. Oh, here's one. Now this is a little notebook die, and I used this with the latch from the Journal Hardware, and just put these little composition books in here. Nothing fancy, just a nice little notebook. This one I'm going to teach at the Bella Con workshop. So if you want to see how to do that, that's coming up next week. This one is from Amy also. I forgot to say. Yeah, another one. This is the also Coptic method. It's really not hard, guys. Once you get the cover on, you just whip through these. And it's a little different when you get to the covers, but nothing terrible. This one I did, this is the Japanese stab, and this is just some pretty paper that I had. I had cut these out of the die So they all have the holes in them, you know, all the same. And then I just bound it. And I mean, this took me like 10 minutes. In fact, I got a little crazy and I went over it and did double stitching. I don't know why. I liked how it looked. So this is a very thick paper. And this is one that we did on the leather broadcast. So you can see how we made this on there. And the one thing about this that was kind of fun was I cut off all these and used that as a tab.
Oh, yeah.
So you can, you know, just trim them, or you could do like maybe a little bigger one to stand out. But this, you know, if you look through, you can see that some have that feature. And then I just tied them with some lace.
How pretty.
And yeah, it was fun. It's fun to make it.
Lots of options.
Lots of options. What else? That's it. All right. Wait, let's go. Just go. Oh, man. You guys are so good to hang with us. Boy, I got to say. And Susie, thank you. I think there's enough ideas for how long, guys? A long time. All right. One more thing that I want to. The 12th of Never.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah. All right. I just want to go over again. If you want to win this collection, guys, for good things to go your way on Instagram, follow me and the team member where you see this post on Instagram. Like the post, comment, and follow the other participants. And then sign up for the newsletter. And the link is in my profile on Instagram. Thank you, Susie. And then if you want to do it on YouTube and Facebook, same thing. Leave a comment below the video, this video where you're watching, telling what your favorite new product is from this release and what you would make with it if you want to get bonus points. All right. I might have something here that I need to send out to somebody. So there'll be the 3 prizes, one on each of the platforms and then one from me. Okay. With my favorite comment. All right, guys. Anything you want to say, Susie?
Nope.
Do we know you're there?
Nope.
Put your... Okay. All right. Thanks to my team for hanging in. Hey, that's not the world record, but it's pretty close. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And please follow what's coming up. There's even more coming. So we haven't shown you everything. Insta. Yeah, be on Instagram
to see the stuff.
Be everywhere because there's more stuff coming out. We are getting good with these reels, guys. Plus, Sizzix has a lot of cool stuff too. So we'll be sharing all of that for the next couple weeks. Okay, and then after that, and you start getting your dies, we want to see what you're making. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any questions in any of the chats. I'm going to go by and look at them later because I have a little 6-month-old here who does sleep occasionally. Not yesterday, not too much, but she's adorable though. All right, guys, let me see if there are any comments here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, at Eileen Hall. Thank you, Glum. Glum, thank you for hanging in and being our like admin big time. Just pick. Oh, so hard to pick one of the new. I know. All right. Okay. Candy's already getting her name in there. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And Sharon Curtis was going to come on too, but I think she had just finished her TV show. So, you know, it's hard to fit in all these important people. But Sharon will be sharing too. And smooch the baby. I will definitely do that. All right. She is so chubby. She's adorable. So cute. Susie's going to see her in a minute.
Again.
All right. Yes. Join our Facebook group. All right. Oh, Sharon popped in. You saw her? Wait a minute. Is she in here? Oh, she popped in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Michelle Wilson. Thank you. All right. We had a great time. Oh, wait a minute. Jenny. Okay. Jenny had to go cook dinner. Jenny Marples had to go watch on Facebook. Okay. All right. We had some private comments in the private chat, but they're not that private because I just said them. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in and for, sharing our excitement with the new collection. All right. We'll be seeing lots more. All right. Have a great day. See you guys. Bye.